Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Just a little back update with you. As you see, we've got the ice maker hookup, still at the stepish on the inside. Today we tested out our jet pump and it just bit the dust. The jet pump didn't even work at all, so we had to just come back and get another one. But this time we got a horsepower instead of a half a horsepower, so it's much faster. It's still fucking regulating and everything, and it's stainless steel, so it's probably work better with our chemicals, cleaning it wise, so we have no rust or anything coming off of the cast iron. So happy with that. But this will last a little bit over here. A couple more pieces, parts to reduce it and make it bigger. Still got this baby to put in. Then we got it all hooked up all the way through. Another plug so I can control that. I'm going to be using one of the ACI plugs, just doing on and off, and then that's going to pair with the soil sensors, so it can automatically sense when the plants aren't getting enough water. It can turn on the pump automatically with the AI. So I'm going to be stoked with that, see how that works. We got all the manifolds plugged in, tested it out, had some water leaks with these connections here, but actually this one was pretty good, but got those tightened up. Got it tightened up down here because there was a little leak down there. But after that, we still gotta do our pHs, calibrate them, but they're pretty dead on. Even from looking the way they did after the last four grows, they're still pretty dead on and not even calibrated. So praying for the best. I don't need to mess around with any Blue Lab sensors and getting new ones, but fingers crossed. I'm gonna calibrate them and go from there. I'll take you out into the other shed and we can see what we did in there. Here's exactly what we use for the manifold, just to help some of you out. If you guys are looking at building a manifold like this, they use the big 1-inch ones. Actually, I do. I use the 3/4. I think I use the 3/4 for the what's it called? I know I use the 1-inch for the ppm, the 1/4 for the what's it called? 1/4 for these two, the temperature gauge and the pH controller. I use the 3/8, 3/8 or 1/2. I think I use 1/2s, 1/2 for these. But like I said, just plug and play. Honestly, find whatever one you need the size. So like I said, with the new ACI one coming up, I'm just gonna be using more of these to be hopefully plugging and playing with these two big ones and hooking that hydrometer up with the release of that and the other dosers. But yeah, for the viewers who are interested in making one of these manifolds, that basically what we use for them. Works perfect. Water tell you with the big pump. Here we go, guys. We're back in this shed. We got the top plumbing and insulation done so far. This is our intake for our manifold. That's going down there. This is the return, but we didn't do the return yet, or how do you say, a drain for it. So we're still gonna be working those in here. But right now we got our city water. City water. We just turn the valve. It's gonna be filling up in there. And over here, we're gonna be putting a return from there over and then kind of spraying it. So it kind of just has a recirculating theory to it, so it mixes it up, having that run 24/7. And then our drip line return is right here. Drip line intake is down there, already plumbed in. With this, I'm going to have a cleaning ball on it. So with the brewing, like I was saying, we have a little tri-clamp under there with the bulkhead. And then see what we could do with the attachment with the tri-clamp, or just threading it in with the bulkhead and have a pressurized spray ball that just spins around. But leaving this side open just so I could see some more water levels and stuff. Didn't think it was going to bother it too much having all three other sides, well, basically 4.5 sides, or 3.5 sides covered up. But that's it for today. Got some electric into the shed actually. So we got this, power for our pump. The pump we could turn on right now for a second. It's not going to be on this controller forever. It's just going to be plugged in. Sorry, that was a cut. It was just super loud. Echoes ton in here, you know, it just doesn't dampen it at all. But basically, we're just going to run it back up and over down to this corner with the spray ball, spraying it in, rotating it, aerating the water in there. And then later on, we're going to have a split off through the wall for a drain. Here we go, guys. Show you what we finished up in here. We ended up getting our return clamp back over into the middle, and then on the return, since I didn't want to do a stone, let's see if you can see, there's a little corner in there, so that's just going to run down and aerate it for me, so I don't need to put a stone in there and have to have another air pump pumping that oxygen into the water. But show you guys how this, and this little trap real quick, goes in through the outside and then goes into there, so all the particulate gets stuck on the outside, then just boom, drain it off. But I'll show you guys real quick. This isn't going to be permanently up here, just testing out the switch for AC Infinity. But I'm going to turn it on. Sounds horrible starting up. Boom. Yeah, here we go. Cleared out the water, just kind of boom, open it, let all the water go, and boom. There's a little micro air bubble in there now. Gonna have this hosed out into the drain once we do the drain. But yeah. Aerating it in there. Got our full cycle pump for our 24/7. This one's gonna be on 24/7, circulating the filter and the water in there, and then also aerating it, plus getting the nutrients on the other side, so I could tell how many, what's in there, what's not, and eventually have the the AC Infinity to do the nutrients and stuff with the dosers. But so far, that's what we got set up today. Got all the plumbing down over here. Pretty much all the plumbing done, so pretty happy. But that's it for in here. Thank you guys for your support. Tap that bell and subscribe button so you get notified when the next video pops up. Check out the other videos with the last plumbing and drywall and electric to see how we got all of this hooked up in the inside of here and inside the other room with the breaker panel. But feel free to stick around, watch the ending, and figured I'd add a little content for you guys. So I went from the ice maker connection to the little ball and bolt connection, went through, did a valve so I could shut it off and move it. Just kept all the wires because I don't know where in the area I want to put it. Like I'm generally just gonna put it at this corner and blast it off like in the middle and shit, but you know, so far that's what I got. Just did well, first off, it's not 1/2 inch. It's a little bit above 1/2 inch. So I don't even know, honestly. But I just bored it out a little wider so I get that through. Then nutted it with their washer. And then we're going to see how the water connection is. I mean, it should be fine. I mean, it's going to stop like right there. Probably right under it. But we'll see. See where it's filling up. Filling up in there, starting to hit those coils, and we're gonna pump it up and turn it on in a minute. And there we go. That's level 10. It's not totally filled, but shooting out a good 2-3 feet. I'm pretty impressed with it, honestly. And 84 in here though. 84 and 76 outside. It's insane, but I don't even feel that bad. I feel hot in here, but Air conditioner gonna be on crazy. This is only on level 1, so I gotta have that bitch going, intake going, little fans going. Gotta have that sealed back up, but yeah, here's the last little look for today. Gonna do a bunch of cleaning up, prepping for the flooring next weekend, and then we're gonna be finishing the rest of the 2x2 setup for this corner, finishing the rest of that plumbing, the rest of that plumbing in the other one for the other return and spray ball. This one's all set, and then just finish this back wall after the flooring set in. But thank you for the support. Peace out, guys. Hit that bell for post notifications so you can see when the next video is coming out. And we're going to be dropping seeds probably in 2 weeks. You know, at the end of May, seeds will be down in the 2x2, and then June they'll be already all up in here. But yeah, go work on cleaning this up, putting that in the other shed. But like I said, thank you again for all your support. Peace out, guys.